Good morning. Welcome to Monday Bible Stories. Today we are going back again to the Kings. But this time it's not from the book of Kings, it's from the book of Isaiah. When King Ahaz was king in Judah, Israel, 10 tribes taken away, remaining, you understand. So king of Judah, king of Israel. So King Ahaz was the king in Judah. And then the king of Israel tried to conquer Jerusalem in Judah. He didn't succeed. Then he went to ally himself with the king of Syria. So king of Israel, king of Syria, they were coming against Judah. And King Ahaz, when he heard, he was afraid. He was very, very afraid. And the Bible didn't even say he prayed or anything. But instead, God himself now told the prophet Isaiah, he said, go to Ahaz, and he told him exactly where he will find him, by the aqueduct that leads water to the pool along the road there. God was so specific that is where Isaiah will see him. And God told him, he said, go with your son. Why he did that, I really need to study about that. But anyway, he told him, he said, go and tell King Ahaz. He said, that invasion they are planning will never happen. He said, will never happen. He said, is Israel greater than its capital, Samaria? He said, and is Samaria itself greater than its king? He said, and the king said, is nothing before me. He said, Syria, is it greater than its capital, Damascus? And even Damascus said, is it greater than its king? And is the king is also nothing before me. He said, both of them. He said, in fact, you see Israel, in 65 years, it will not exist anymore. As at that time, that was when they were about to be taken into captivity. 65 years earlier, God had already said it. He said, so Ahaz, stop worrying. Cool your mind. And God now said something that really pointed to Ahaz's state of mind. He said, if you do not stand firm in faith, I cannot make you stand. When I read that place, I had to highlight it in my Bible. Faith. Sometimes, see, faith is not say, this thing will not happen. Faith is, I know the God I have. Simple. I know the God I have. That's just it. I always tell you, 2 questions you need to ask yourself to have faith, the right faith. Can God do it? Yes. Will he do it? Yes. Just go into the Bible and see whatever relates to the promises of God regarding that thing you are looking up to him for. Once you can see it, finish. That is faith. It's not about saying, I have no doubt, I have no this thing. No, it's just looking up to God. Say, God, this is up to you. And that's what God told him. He said, if you cannot stand firm in faith, I cannot make you stand. And then apparently, maybe King Ahaz was still being afraid. God now sent Isaiah to him again. He said, tell Ahaz to ask me for any sign at all that I will do this. He said, no matter how big the sign, he said, whether the sign is high up to the heavens or down to the place of the dead, any sign at all he wants, let him ask me regarding this that I've told him, regarding what will happen to Israel and Syria. And guess what King Ahaz said? He said, no, I cannot test the Lord. God is asking you to ask him something. You are saying you cannot test the Lord. When God himself is telling you, test me, he's not even telling you test me. He said, just ask me for a sign and I will give you that sign. And Isaiah told him, he said, is it not enough for you to weary me? Meaning you don't weary Isaiah self. He said, must you also weary the Lord also? He said, okay, the Lord himself will give you a sign. And that is why I chose this particular story, because you know the season we are in. Christmas! And that was when Isaiah said, the Lord himself will give you a sign. A virgin will conceive and bear a son, and his name shall be called Emmanuel. So I just wanted to include that part. That's why I told you this story. And so this will be the last Bible story for the year till January again. But on this note, I'm telling you, Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus. Even though technically this is not your birthday, but we choose to celebrate it. And I'm wishing you all an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year. And I will see you again in January.